Hi, I'm James, ex-stockbroker, investment advisor and financial journalist with a real passion for the markets. When it comes to financial news, there are a few different stories that really excite me. The first of these is company earnings, because it gives us a really interesting insight into what the last few months have been like for a company, as well as what the future looks like for that company.
Now, as for those questioning as to whether gold is now in a bubble, well, Bank of America certainly don't seem to think so. Just this morning, forecasting that the shiny metal could hit $3,000 in the next 12 months.
It really has been a whirlwind week for Tesla on Wall Street, with shares moving hundreds of dollars in both directions before ending the week up just over 23%.
Today saw sterling plummet to its lowest level against the dollar since 1985 and now sits at just $1.15.
Secondly, political news. Nowadays, yes, it can be an election, but it can also be something as small as a tweet that can move the whole of the financial markets.
One stock I buy today, Starbucks, ticker SBUX. Stock is currently trading at just $73 a share, with Burberry the latest in a string of retailers to announce the significant impact that the pandemic is having on business. This morning, the fashion giant commented that with 75% of stores closed across the globe and international tourism grinding to a halt, over the last few months, there have been few industries hit harder by the pandemic than travel, but it's been particularly difficult for hotels in the capital. Now, the latest statistics show that occupancy levels in London are just 25%, significantly lower than their rural counterparts, many of whom have actually benefited from a boom in staycations. Measured in ounces of gold, UK house prices have been falling for some time. A home now costs the same as it did in 1986. I'm in the heart of Soho for what is the second day of the government's new Eat Out to Help Out scheme aimed at boosting the hospitality sector. And as you can see, there is a real buzz about the place. Now, though many restaurants and bars here will never reopen their doors, including the legendary Milk and Honey, a cocktail bar that was once voted the world's best, it is hoped that the scheme will go some way in being able to provide a lifeline to an industry quite literally hungry for business.
Do you think this is finally the opportunity for Europe, which is the perennial non-performer, to finally actually outperform the United States? It's something that so many investors have been talking about. When will Europe outperform the US? Do you think this, between now and year end, is when we can actually see that really come to fruition?
Now, as economists will continue to predict the length of time it will take for the economy to return to pre-pandemic levels, the Bank of England predicts it could be as early as the end of 2021.
About 16.8 million Americans filed for unemployment benefits in the 3 weeks that ended April the 4th, a record pace of job losses several times over.
With record low interest rates, tensions rising between the US and China, and central banks across the world printing trillions of dollars, gold has quite literally proven to be a golden investment.